Patient is killing me.
So very fortunate to catch up with Lachi Sharp, Sam Niles and Tom Craig, all members of the Australian under-21 men's team, on the eve of them heading off to India for the Junior World Cup, which is very exciting. So, boys, thanks for giving us your time. Lachi, I might just start with you. It's obviously pretty exciting heading into Junior World Cup. What are you most excited about?
I'm most excited probably about getting overseas. I've never been overseas before, so that'll be pretty interesting experience for me, especially in India. I've heard a few things about India, so hopefully they're not all true, but I'm looking to make the most out of it and hopefully we can come out with the win.
And Tom, it's been a big year for you, being an Olympic year and all as well. It's a nice way to finish the year.
Yeah, really good. Been pretty lucky to be able to join the fellas, Sam and Locke, etc. A few times throughout the year with the Junior World Cup qualifiers, and then there's camp in Melbourne and a few camps in Canberra and that sort of thing. It's always really fun to go back and play age group stuff because, there's so much passion. Everyone plays with so much passion, and pretty excited to round out the year, hopefully, with a good result.
And Samo, it's been a pretty long journey to this Junior World Cup, hasn't it? Can you just tell us a little bit about what it's taken for you to get there?
Yeah, I suppose the last couple of years we've had the Sultan of Johor Cup, which has been like the big representative tour for the year. But pretty much since the Johor Cup last year, we've had the qualifiers on the Gold Coast in January. A couple camps throughout the year where we've got together as a big squad of like about 30 or so. Last Johor Cup recently was like our final sort of match preparation, I suppose. And then we've just recently had a camp down in Melbourne. So now we're finally on our way to India. Yeah.
And Lachi, I know that you missed selection for Johor, but you forced your way into the team. You must be really satisfied with that.
Yeah. After missing out on Johor, I was lucky enough to be picked up previously in the AHL side, so I was hoping my performances there would be good enough to maybe push myself into the side, and fortunately they were, yeah, so very exciting.
Brilliant, and credit to you for fighting all the way to the end. Tommy, you've obviously been in the senior team set up for a while now. You've been through a number of AHL campaigns and obviously also playing at the under-21 level. What would you say is the difference between under-21s internationals and senior internationals and AHL as well?
That's a good question. I think I'm not entirely sure who I was talking to about it, but it's the time on the ball. It might have been one of you two fellas, but it was the time on the ball just becomes less and less and less. Like at under 21s, you got a little bit of time to figure out where you are, what's going on, and what you want to do with it. And then you get to obviously junior international level, and it just gets that little bit shorter, and AHL maybe a little bit shorter again. And then when you get to the international level, it's all about pre-scanning, which is one thing that our assistant coach is always talking about, is an awareness. Ben Bishop is always talking about it as well, is awareness being the most important skill in hockey. So. Which is certainly true the higher up you go, because you need to know exactly where you are, what you want to do with it before you even get the ball. Because often, if you're playing reactively and trying to decide and make decisions on the fly, then you kind of found out. So but it's like coming from playing club or playing a different level, as I'm sure Ben could tell you now. To go and play internationally, it's a bit of a slap in the face, but you learn quickly.
And Samo, you mentioned some of the, obviously the Johor trip and the preparations of the team. What do you think the chances are of the team heading into the Junior World Cup?
Yeah, I think it's really promising. I think we've sort of shown, especially the last tour to Johor, like what we can do when we get on the park and everyone gelling together. We had a few really, really impressive wins over there. But it's more about the consistency. So there's a few games where we probably would have liked to go a little bit better. But I mean, it's 3 round games. We've got to get through those. I think we've got a pretty good pool. We've got Argentina, Austria, and Korea. So if we can finish first or second in our pool, obviously we go into the quarters. But I think we've potentially got Belgium or Holland in the crossover game. So that could be a massive one. I reckon, given the talent that we've got coming back with like Tom and Blake, plus Beltsy as well, add that to the group, and I reckon we're in pretty good shape.
Speaking of talent, Samo, rumour has it that on your 3rd Sultan of Johor, you struck up a relationship with the Argentinian physio. Is there any credence to this rumour or not?
I think everyone was going for the Argentinian physio, Tomo. It's a very attractive sort. And word on the street is that she'll be in Lucknow. So, yeah, eyes open.
You can say it's then.
All right, I'm taking back. Thanks, Tom. We're obviously all immensely proud of you guys at the club, and it's some achievement for you guys to be representing it at the Junior World Cup. I guess I'd throw this question open to all of you, but we'll start with you, Lockie. Is how is the what roles the club played in the journey? And I ask that because I think that there's a lot of us that feel like we played some small part.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people involved in Ryde setup, which is such a great thing. And since playing with Ryde from under 15s, I think I played my first year. So since then, all the coaches, especially UTC, have brought me up to where I am today, and I'm very thankful for that. From Maury at the club, he's been there through thick and thin as well, helping out. Treasury, it's always been helpful as well, helping out with fees, etc. like that. So, yeah, from everyone at the club, I think not only from myself and my family as well, we're very thankful for everything you guys have done, and we appreciate it so much.
Thanks, bud. What about you, Samo?
Yeah, I suppose I've got a slightly different story coming from Tamworth after finishing school. And yeah, the decision to join Ryde was a very easy one. And since I've joined, it's a family club. I've been looked after from the get-go, like living away from home. And when you train out in a high competitive environment at Swiss, come back to the club scene with Ryde on a Wednesday night and then again on a Saturday and play with the boys, competing for something at the end of the year is just, it's such a thrill. Have all the support around. Maury, influential, helping me out with work experience and anything like that. Obviously, self TC, Tom and the Craig family as well. And yeah, just their support all around the park. So yeah, very thankful.
And for
Tommy, I'll give you the last word, given that you've been part of the club for a long time now.
Yeah, yep. Well, I was asked the other day about by one of our coaches. He asked, "Why are there so many people from Ryde?" Because I think we got, Tim Brand was part of the Junior Cup squad. Obviously, Michaela Patterson, a few other girls. There's Lockie, Samo, myself. Ben's just come through into the Kookaburras, and it seems like we're fairly overrepresented, I'd say, for one club across the periphery of Australia. We're doing pretty well, and I think that exactly what Lockie said is just everyone pitches in, I reckon, and you can really see that there are so many different coaches that I've had. So yeah, across all my juniors, 11s, 13s, Minkies, all the way through. There are so many different coaches who are just so eager to help out, including the managers and then the parents who bring the oranges and all those sorts of things. They're the sort of things that make you want to keep playing hockey. And if all of us didn't play hockey, then we obviously wouldn't be here and wouldn't be going to India. So I think it's those little, I guess, 1%ers, I'd say, that are just so consistent, that kind of weave the fabric of the club and what make it so enjoyable, which is the name of the game, really, is enjoying the sport, and then hopefully you get good at it, and hopefully it allows you to travel to really cool, interesting places like now.
No, it's been great to chat to you guys. I think one of the things I'd say is that, obviously very outstanding hockey players, but outstanding young men as well. I think that's what we're also proud of at the club. So I just wanted to, on behalf of everybody at the club, wish you all the best for the trip to India. Play well, give it everything, and ultimately enjoy it. We'll all be following your progress very closely. And we'll see you hopefully back with a gold medal at Ryde sometime soon.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Thanks, TC.
Thanks, TC.
Cheers, TC. Thanks a lot.